Hello there, welcome back to another exciting video. And in today's video, guys, I just want to share with you like how much do you need for you to start the phone accessory business. That's the main focus today. Like been receiving this question for quite some time. A lot of people comment like how much do they need, how much do they need. So I just want to make this video to just guide you guys on how much you need for you to get started with your phone accessory business. Yes, so in case you're wondering, my name is SIKA-The entrepreneur. I'm a former biology teacher. I left teaching for me to concentrate on my business. And here we are. I've been operating for about 3 years. And when I get to February, I'll be clocking 4 solid years. So within this journey, I've learned a lot of stuff. I've learned a lot of things, and that's why I've created this channel for me to share my experiences with you and so many other friends that may wish to venture into this business. I'm here to share with you the important information that you need. And in case you would love to talk to me direct, and in case you'd love to communicate with me, stick to the end of this video because I'm going to give you my line, my WhatsApp number, and also other platforms that you can use to communicate with me. So having that said, let us jump into the video. Money is not in education, money is in the street. You want to enter into this business. What is your preparation? That's why Jesus said, if you want to be great in life, serve the people. That's how it is. What is your date you want to start your enterprises? Don't just work anyhow. Put a date. How much does someone need for them to start a business? Now, when you go to the market, you ask everybody that owns a shop, ask anyone that runs the business, ask 10 people, like, how much did you start with? What you will discover is that they will not have the fixed amount. You'll find this one started with this much, this one started with this much, this one started with this much. So it differs with each person. From person to person, it is different. Okay? So that's why it is just so unfair for someone to stand up and say, hey, what you need to start with in your business is this much. No, you actually don't need to be specific on how much that you want to start with, because each one starts according to their capacity. Okay? And I have seen so many dreams of people getting tarnished, getting destroyed because of wanting to raise a lot of money more than what they can have. You see that is a very big problem. So if at all you have a desire of starting the accessory business, my main concern or my main point I can tell you is that, first of all, start over with what you have right there. Okay? So my question is, how far is your preparation? Because sometimes someone can come to me and say, how much do I need for me to get started? And they're asking you about that when they don't have a place where they'll be working from. They have not put anything in place. Okay, so it is difficult for someone to advise, and then you find someone else who come and say, okay, I've got a place, I've rented everything and all that stuff, how much can I start with? It is also difficult for me to say, go and start with this much, because if I tell you to say, go and start with a 10,000, if you're having a 2,000, it will not mean that the 2,000 is now going to jump to a 10,000. That's very impossible. That can never work. So if that amount of money that you have is whatever amount that you have right there, it will not jump when I tell you to say this is the amount you need to start with. Okay? And of course, if at all you wish to start, you are working this, the first thing that you got to do is to actually raise the money, raise the capital. How do you raise the capital? Is actually by finding a job. I've been emphasizing this. If at all what you need is capital, then go find capital first before you come and say how much do I need. So now in finding the capital, we cannot determine for you to say this is how much, because one, we don't know how much you are saving from where you are. We don't know how much you are willing to spend and all that stuff. I personally, I started with only 1,800. Just make sure you start with what you have right there, whether you're in Uganda, whether you are in Nigeria, whichever part of the country you are. Make sure you start with what is on the ground, because whatever you have will not change if I tell you how much you need to start with. Okay? So the only thing I can advise you with it is the prices of items. That one I can advise you. I'll tell you to say, okay, so when you go for orders, this charger we buy it at this much, this charger we buy it at this much, okay, these covers we buy them at that much. That I can provide you with that information so that you can see that. I think that's the best thing that I can do, is to give you the prices as we order them. Okay, and these prices will matter from country to country depending on the inflation. Remember, we are always yoked with dollar, so almost each and every person, they have got different prices from their countries. So that's it, guys. So I cannot specifically tell you to say this is how much you can start, but what I can tell you is the prices of the items. How much are they fetching on the ground? How much are they fetching where we buy from? That's the best I can tell you, guys. So my main concern, my main encouragement to you is that go out there, start your business. Don't wait for the money to be so much enough. You know, the problem is that you are failing to start small. That's the problem. You know, when you say you want to venture into this business and you're looking at somebody, let's say you are looking at somebody who's your role model, and you look at how much they have. So then when you want to venture into that, you want to compare yourself to how they are. That's not the case, guys. That's not the case, guys. So if you have to start, don't compare yourself to others, but compare yourself to the goals that you have set. If, for example, you've said, I want to start a phone accessory business this year, and if you fail to start this year, that's your goal that you had set. So compare yourself with the goals that you had set. So it will be so difficult for you to do that if you have to compare with others. So the best is, think about yourself, think about how much you've prepared, and go on rampant. So don't wait for me to come and tell you how much you can start with. I'll never tell you that. I'll never tell you that. Start with what is on the ground, start with what you have and within your capacity. Then grow it. Everything big started small. That's all I can tell you, guys. So if you reach at the end of this video, then you're lucky. You can contact me. Go on my Facebook page, SIKA-The Entrepreneur. Go on SIKA-The Entrepreneur. Follow that page on my Facebook. When you follow the page, drop me a message on my Facebook, SIKA-The Entrepreneur. Write whatever question that you have, and I'll be able to respond to you. I'm always online 24/7. So in case I just take some time, maybe it's because I'm handling stuff with my business. So go on and start your enterprises. I wish you nothing but best of luck. My name is Sika, the entrepreneur, and the future is sweet.